When the crowds return, paradise disappears. Asia's dream destinations are now facing a nightmare they never expected. From Kyoto to Bali, from Phuket to Hoi An, beauty is collapsing under its own success. The world came to see serenity and left chaos behind. What began as a celebration of travel has turned into a crisis of identity. Streets once sacred are now photo backdrops, and temples echo with the sound of cameras. In Kyoto, the quiet paths built for monks now drown beneath waves of sandals and smartphones. The stillness that defined Japan's spirit has been replaced by a restless shuffle of bodies. Locals whisper that their city feels more like a theme park than a home. Even the morning air, once filled with bells and birds, now hums with tour bus engines. In Bali, traffic crawls through what used to be rice fields. Hotels rise where water once flowed, and the island that worships balance now fights to find its own. The flood of visitors has given Bali wealth and taken its peace. Plastic drifts through sacred rivers. Temples glow beside neon bars. The same story plays out across Asia, written in different languages but with the same tragedy. Too many people chasing the same dream at the same time. In Vietnam, boats crowd Ha Long Bay like a floating city of noise and diesel. The air tastes of salt and fuel. The silence of the cliffs is gone. Hoi An's lanterns still shine, but now they light a marketplace built for selfies. The ancient streets can no longer breathe beneath the weight of footsteps. Everyone wants the same photo, and no one sees the price behind it. Over-tourism isn't about space. It's about respect, rhythm, and the loss of what made these places sacred in the first place. The rush began after the world reopened. Cheap flights, viral videos, and a hunger to feel alive sent millions racing east. The result was an explosion, not of bombs, but of bodies. Temples became backdrops. Beaches became battlefields for towels and tripods. Governments welcomed the surge. Airlines cut fares, hotels doubled capacity, and tourist boards promised open arms and limitless discovery. But paradise has limits. When the soul of a place becomes a product, it starts to disappear. In Phuket, locals now spend more time in traffic than on the sand. The island's water runs low, its beaches run high with waste. Even Maya Bay, once the jewel of Thailand, had to close itself to survive. Nature, exhausted, demanded a timeout from humanity. Some countries tried to fight back with restrictions and fees, but greed travels faster than policy, and the crowds always find another beach. Locals are torn between gratitude and grief. Tourism feeds their families but steals their home. A fisherman in Boracay once said, "The sea gives, then takes back." Now the island lives by that truth. Cleaned, restricted, reborn. But for every island that heals, another begins to drown. The pattern never ends. It only moves. And behind every smiling influencer, there's a resident who can no longer afford to live where they were born. Asia's paradise problem isn't just about numbers. It's about the illusion that more is better. More flights, more rooms, more likes, more loss. Each sunrise brings new planes, new faces, new noise. Yet the same small spaces remain, trying to hold the weight of the world's wanderlust. The irony is painful. People travel to find peace and bring the storm with them. Kyoto's geisha now hide from cameras meant to capture their grace. Villages that once whispered history now shout for crowd control. The more we chase authenticity, the faster it disappears. The more we photograph beauty, the quicker it fades. Asia's travel boom has revealed something larger, a global addiction to consumption disguised as culture. Travel is no longer about discovery, it's about validation, and that hunger is endless. When the night falls, the noise doesn't stop. It only changes tone. Streetlights replace sunlight, and the same crowds now glow under the same neon haze. Locals sweep the footprints away, but the exhaustion lingers. The cities feel fuller, yet emptier than ever. In Kyoto, they've started banning photos in sacred lanes. Imagine that. A city built on beauty, forced to hide from admiration. It isn't anger that fills the air, it's fatigue. The kind that seeps into walls, temples, and faces until wonder becomes weariness. The monks still chant each morning, but now their voices compete with the sound of rolling suitcases. In Bali, water grows scarce while villas multiply. Every new pool means another farmer without a crop. The very earth that once fed the island now struggles to feed itself. Nature is whispering warnings, but few are listening. Rain brings not relief, but floods, the kind built by concrete, not clouds. Paradise is drowning under its own reflection. Across the sea in the Philippines, Boracay learned the lesson the hard way. It had to die to be reborn. The government shut it down, drained it of noise, and let the island breathe. When the tourists came back, it felt different, quieter, humbler, almost healed. But healing isn't permanent when the cause remains. The same hunger that ruined Boracay is spreading elsewhere. Halong Bay, once a sacred mirror of sky and sea, now reflects a fleet of tour boats instead. The air smells of diesel where it once smelled of salt. And yet, even as the waters darken, the bookings rise. People keep coming, chasing serenity on borrowed time. There's a phrase whispered among locals: "We wanted visitors, not invasions." It captures the heartbreak perfectly. Tourism was meant to connect cultures, not consume them. Every photo taken, every footprint left, adds weight to places already buckling beneath admiration. Asia's greatest landmarks are suffocating under the love they receive. The temples, beaches, and ancient streets are not dying from neglect, but from obsession. Governments walk a tightrope between economy and ecology, close the gates, and livelihoods collapse. Leave them open and heritage disappears. It's a balance that no one seems ready to master. Because every solution demands restraint, and restraint doesn't sell. No country wants to be the first to say, "Enough." Tourism means pride, income, and identity. It's the heartbeat of nations still chasing recovery. But as one expert warned, you can build walls, but not wisdom. Regulations exist, yet enforcement dissolves when profit calls. And behind every selfie and souvenir, there's a quieter story, one of locals who no longer recognize their own home. A shopkeeper in Hoi An once said, "It's not our town anymore, it belongs to the world." You can hear the truth in her voice, gratitude mixed with loss, like a song sung in two keys. For many, it's too late to turn back. The genie is out, and the bottle lies shattered across the sand. The dream of endless tourism has met the reality of limited paradise. The world wanted access, not stewardship. And now, the cost is visible in every polluted shore, every overcrowded shrine, every sunset drowned in selfie sticks. Yet still, hope survives in the corners untouched by the rush. The hidden villages, the quiet islands, the moments where silence returns. A few destinations are learning that less can be more. Places like Maya Bay now close for months each year, giving the ocean time to heal. Nature, it turns out, recovers faster than we do. All it needs is space and respect. What Asia faces now isn't just a tourism crisis. It's a question of identity, how much of itself it's willing to sell to be seen. Because every paradise, no matter how vast, has a breaking point, and every photograph eventually becomes a warning. The rise of over-tourism reveals something deeper about us, the endless need to capture, conquer, and consume beauty rather than coexist with it. We say we travel to connect, but too often we only collect. The challenge ahead is not to stop traveling, but to start seeing differently, to move with care, not conquest. The future of paradise depends not on governments or algorithms, but on individual choice, on restraint, that rarest form of respect. Asia's beauty is still there, waiting beneath the noise. The question is whether we can learn to look without taking. Because paradise was never lost, it was only overwhelmed, and it will only return when we finally stop trying to own it. The next era of travel won't belong to the loudest explorers, but the quietest ones. Those who leave nothing behind but footsteps that fade with the tide. And perhaps that's how the story ends. Not with collapse, but with realization. That the true luxury of travel is not access, but awareness. And when we learn that, maybe paradise won't need saving at all.